What's going on? We're here for the Arena Open for day one. The format is Lord of the Rings sealed, best of one, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna see how we do. Hopefully, get some good stuff, and hopefully make day two where we can do draft. So, ooh, that's actually a pretty cool sleeve. So, all right, let's see what we got. All right, so we already got some good stuff with Orcish Bowmasters. Shelob's okay. Sharky's kind of useless. And then AON is good. Arwen is good. I don't know how good. Green white obviously isn't the best, but Arwen is pretty good if we end up getting the support for that. Storm of Saruman, I haven't really been able to. I haven't really seen this in play, like in any videos or anything like that. So I don't quite know how good this is. It is 6 mana. It is a lot, but the fact that it's just your second spell, like you can copy a creature, a broken creature, you can copy a big impactful spell is pretty nice. So yeah, so could be black blue, could be some kind of black green, could be multiple colors. So let's see what we got here. We're just gonna go ahead and click on all the stuff we think is good or playable. So these are all fine. We do have 3 of these, so if we did want to go the food route, we could be like a food aggro build. So these are all fine in white. Let's get the lands out of here. In blue, we got that's good. These are fine. Maybe one of those is okay. Smeagol. So not really a whole lot in blue. We don't have a ton of amass. Yeah, we pretty much have like Storm of Saruman and then some like tempo spells, but not really like what you kind of want out of blue. I mean, Birthday Escape's fine, but it's kind of still kind of filler. So blue's not looking too strong. Let's see, in black, we have Sam's Desperate Rescue. Shield's Ambush is a fine trick, not super great. I like the first Morgul Knife Wound. I don't know how much I want multiples though. Orcish Medicine's fine. Dunlin Kerbane. Trebuchet's good. But again, like that's kind of it. We kind of stop there. So not too great. Not super excited about that. Let's see. Red. Again, I think the first of these is okay. Don't know that I want to run 2. Book is fine. Inscription's fine. Grishnak's good. These are serviceable. Swarming Amoria is good, especially in like a deck where you kind of maybe want to splash some stuff. It's just like built-in treasure is nice. This is situational, but it's not an auto include. It's more like a hey, we are staring at each other, the board's going wide, and then you can kind of finish the game with that. But I wouldn't include it right off the bat. Foray's good. Gimli's good. These are fine. That's fine. Fear Fire Foes is really good. All right, and then okay, so it looks like we actually have some other good green support. So let's see what we got up here. So unfortunately, this isn't the many partings. That would have been a lot better than Elven Farsight. I don't know that it's super playable by itself, but Meriadoc Brandybuck's good. Pathfinder's fantastic. Stu the Conies is good. I don't really like Back-End Porter, but it's, sometimes you got to play a 4-mana 4/4. And then for multicolor, Rise of the Witch King is good. Shelob is good. Bilbo is fantastic. I mean, all the multicolor cards here are really good. So, yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough to see. All right, and then for colorless or fixing, we actually have a good amount of stuff. I like Wizard Rockets. I think Shire Scarecrow is playable if you need it. And then we have a Shire Terrace, which is really nice. Okay, so we don't really have anything jumping out at me as like, oh, this is definitely what we're doing. Our white looks actually okay, especially with triple East Farthing Farmer, Bill the Pony. Let's see, Arwen has an indestructible counter. Pay 1, remove it. Another creature is indestructible, and then you put a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on that creature and on hers. Okay, so she's pretty good. So let's see, we could do like a Abzan food build. Leaning into kind of the white black with just some good green stuff like Arwen, Shelob, Frodo, Stu, Pathfinder. Meriadoc's actually, Brandybuck's not actually that bad either. And then we still get to play stuff like Orcish Bowmasters, Dunlin Crebain. Probably won't play Mortar Trebuchet just because we won't have a ton of Amass or Orcs. Although like some of our really good black cards are like March, Trebuchet, Bowmasters, Orcish. So maybe we're green white splashing black, but we splash a little bit more black. Yeah, I don't think blue is really there. Like Storm of Saruman seems good, but the rest of our blue spells seem a little bit too much like they're tempo based. We don't have a ton of Amass. Red is a little all over the place. We do have some good red spells in Fear Fire Foes, Foray. Again, I don't think we have enough in just like red black to go like a mass aggro, which is unfortunate because we do have like Grishnak, which is really good. I don't think we had a way to sack. Like we don't have a lash, we don't have a nasty end, so that makes Grishnak a lot better. Yeah, I don't think red blue is quite there for Bilbo, even though Bilbo's really good. So yeah, I think we're looking at doing some kind of like white green aggressive, maybe splashing black. We do have an okay amount of fixing, not super fantastic. We only have the one cycler, but like Landreval can come down and kind of let us jump in for the last little bits of damage. Triple East Farthing Farmer should be able to let us push through a bunch of damage. I wish we had some Mushroom Dogs. That'd be really good. We do have like some of these. Fog on the Barrow Downs is like not fantastic, but I mean, if you need removal, it can get the job done. We do have double Hobbit Sting, which I think is pretty solid. Double Hobbit Sting and Stew the Conies is nice. Yeah, that'll make a decent amount of food. Let's see. All right, so I think that's what we're doing. So we can go ahead and get rid of the blue, and then go ahead and get rid of the red. I accidentally took away one of those, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't mean to take away that. I don't think we're playing Eowyn. We're definitely playing Arwen. Yeah, we don't really have like a lot of treasure, or I guess like Eowyn. Eowyn is strong, but I don't know that it is strong enough to include on a one of red splash. So here, we're gonna start. Once I kind of decide my colors, I like to start from scratch and include the like must includes. It's a little bit easier to do that than to decide what 10 cuts to make. So probably want to run Rise of the Witch King, although we don't have like I don't know that I want to Rise of the Witch King like this is a lot better when you have the cyclers. But I don't know that the Eagles, which is our only cycler, is really worth it. I didn't mean to include that. It's better if we could have gotten like the Ent or the Troll out on like turn 4. But we'll see. I like including Orcish Bowmasters just because I think it's good enough. Dunlin Crebain is pretty good. I think we'll have an okay number of Amass that maybe we can include that. Bill the Pony's great. East Farthing Farmer. Sam, double Hobbit Sting. Took Reaper is probably fine. Westfold Rider. We could just grab like a Sam's Desperate Rescue, or what else? Definitely running Shire Terrace. We could run one Shire Scarecrow. So this is 23 right here. A lot of 2-drops. Not a whole lot going on up here, although we do have Shelob, which costs a good bit. And then Eagles can cycle if we need. Ooh, putting that on Orcish Bowmasters would be nice, just because then whenever it pings, it also gets lifelink. It's pretty sweet. Or if we put it on like a flyer, that'd be nice. Man, if we put it on Shelob, that's nuts. Giving Shelob lifelink is a lifelink counter. It's pretty good. Okay, so now the question is, do we want something like a Revive the Shire, like a buyback, or the Sam's Desperate Rescue? The only permanents that we have are pretty much creatures. We have one artifact, which is the Wizard Rockets, and one enchantment, which is the March from the Black Gate, which it shouldn't end up in the graveyard. So instead of doing Revive the Shire, which costs 2 mana, and we get a food, I think I'd rather just run the Sam's Desperate Rescue, which costs 1 mana, but then it gives me a Tempt. I don't think we have a ton of Tempt, right? We have Sam, took Reaper. I think that's actually it. So yeah, we're not going super deep on tempt or anything like that, but even just the one to give something some evasion is not terrible. Do we want to do like this? I don't know. So is this better than what we can push together with like red or something like that? I think so. We do have some good removal in red, like Fear Fire Foes and the Foray of Orcs. Swarming Amoria is nice. I feel like we just get a lot more out of our black, like with Orcish Bowmasters and with Shelob, than we do with red, getting AO in and then like a couple of removal spells. Yeah. Do we want a Shire Scarecrow? Maybe. It also blocks a lot of the, it blocks pretty much any ring bear from, you know, it blocks all the 1s and 2 ring bears that sometimes are hard to block. Do we want a Rise of the Witch King? I feel like we're not really doing it too early. And late, we're not going to have too many good things to hit. Really, like Shelob, Landreval, those are like the good ones to get. This deck would have really liked like a Rosie. Could throw in like a Hexproof Trick, and it tempts us. A Lembus just to, as food to sack to like Bill or something that we can then kind of loop. Get a little bit of card advantage going. Another Meriadoc. Shower of Arrows we could use as like a, there are some really problem enchantments, although we do have 2 Westfold Riders, so I think we're good. Flyers though, we only have Landreval, and the spiders in this set don't have reach, so yeah, any like flyer, we do have 1 Dunlin, Kerbambia, and the Eagles. Okay, so we have a couple, and there isn't really like a straight up flyers deck, so I don't think we have to worry about it too much. I feel like we can include 1 more just because we have so many 2s, and I feel like if we get outclassed, we need a way to kind of like push through some damage. That is one thing we get out of red. If we were to go the red route, we get the Fire of Orthanc to. We could just throw in like a Shelob's Ambush as a little trick, or like I was saying, the Sam's Desperate Rescue. Soldier of the Grey Host gives us another flying threat. Yeah, I don't think we mass quite enough for Mordor Trebuchet. Back in Porter, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 legendaries. This could be okay then. Could attack as like a 6/6 probably pretty regularly. We do have a lot of creatures already. We have 17. So we don't have a ton of other spells. Could just toss in like an Inherited Envelope as another tempt. Another way to tempt. And or just like 1 Fog. Fog isn't great, but we don't have a ton of removal. We have 2 Hobbit Stings, and I think that's pretty much it. And a Stew the Conies. Yeah, you know what? We'll throw in 1 of these. They're not great, but I think we're gonna need a little bit more removal, so we'll do that. And then throw in a Shire Terrace, and then let's see what they suggest for lands. Green and black are actually about the same, except I feel like we need 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're about the same. We need white more than anything else. We do have a Wizard Rockets. I think we can go down 1 swamp maybe. Actually, we'll just go down to plains. I think we'll, with Wizard Rockets, with Shire Terrace, I think we're okay. Actually, no, we can't go down to plains. We'll just go down to forest. That way they're about even. And like I said, we have the Wizard Rockets, so think we'll be okay with doing this. All right, not the best deck, but could get there as long as we don't run into somebody, you know, who, or run into a bunch of people who have super busted decks. I think we could push through enough damage with our food package. All right, we got one of all the colors, and we can play everything in our hand. So definitely keepable. So I probably should have led on the plains just in case we drew like a white green 2-drop. Let's try to get this started as early as possible. Plus, if they're holding up Stubborn Denial, then, or Stern Scolding or whatever it was, then we don't get this countered. Go ahead and attack first. If they try to kill it, then we have Orcish Medicine to give it indestructible. We'll let that hit, and then I think we'll just go ahead and play out the Westfold Rider. I don't think we're going to cycle this quite yet. We're already at 4, and we don't need a 5th plains. Like, our deck functions off of pretty low amount of lands. So eventually we'll draw the extra lands we need. Like, I think a lot of people cycle these early because they can. And it's pretty much only, you should really only do it if you need to. Ooh, this is pretty bad. They're going to get to kill our March. No, they won't. They can only steal this. They won't be able to steal our Westfold Rider. So we dodged a bullet there, which is nice. So they get to swing. That's fine. Take the 2. I was worried they were going to steal this and then kill my March. But luckily, we did not have to worry about that. I'm fine just swinging with this, because I think if they go to block this, then we can Orcish Medicine, save it. Do we want to save it? It's gonna die anyway at some point. Like, they're gonna have smaller blockers to trade with it anyway. They could trade with the 2/2 next turn. I think we, as of right now, we're not really, especially if we trade off here, this is going to be at 1 for a while. So I think we just go ahead and kill their 2/2. And let this trade. And then we just hold up Orcish Medicine. So yeah, see, we're already at 5 lands. We can hold up Orcish Medicine, so if they go for a kill on this, then we should be good. They don't. So we say, okay, there's a land. We'd really like to stop drawing lands. They have a tap down spell, or if it's a bounce spell, that's pretty bad, but that's fine. Yeah, we're pretty split between the 3 colors, so I don't want to cut too many lands, but we'll see. The 1 ring, that's pretty bad. I don't think we have a way to exile that, but hopefully, I mean, our life total is pretty good right now, so we don't need to. There's no reason not to play this, I don't think. We're not going to get in for the attack, or I mean, we're still going to attack because it puts a counter on this, but I'd rather just go ahead and develop. There's no reason not to play it, just get the first strike. So we're not going to hit them, but we at least get to put the counter here. So. And now we have another flying threat where, yeah, they give themselves protection, but they didn't really develop their board. So now they're going to draw extra cards here, but this is going to kill them eventually unless they have like an improvised club to stop it from killing them. So any creatures they do play, we have Stew the Conies to take care of. If they go for a kill spell right now, we're tapped out. But if they wait for our turn to try to kill something, we have Orcish Medicine. Also, if they do somehow kill this while we're tapped out, Orcish Medicine will let us amass again to start get the train rolling again. I could just kill this now and have Fog on the Barrow Downs for later. I think that's better. This is instant speed, so actually, yeah, we'll just do this and hold up the instant speed interaction. So now they're taking 8 here. 9, 10, basically. So pass to their turn, they take 2. So they pretty much have 1 turn-ish to do something. To either get rid of the 1 ring by sacking it to like Improvise Club. If they do sack it to Improvise Club, we have to try to kill a creature. We do have Orcish Medicine to save it. And then if they do put out another creature for blocks, we have Stew the Conies. And yeah, this is where I don't think the 1 ring is... I don't know that this is the best shell for it. I think it's better in a deck where you have emptied your hand out completely. Like, look at it. They have 12 cards in hand, but they don't need that many cards. They can only cast so many things. Where I think it's better in decks where you can empty your hand quick, pressure your opponent's life total pretty low, and then while they're trying to stabilize, then you slam it and then fill up your hand very quickly to shut the door on the game before the damage starts to kill you. But it's not very good to cast on an empty board where you don't have anything going on. Your opponent is pressuring you. Like, it buys you a turn, but yeah, that's about it. So this is fine. We have a Wizard's Rockets to draw us out of not having a Plains and at least develop the board a little bit. If we can turn 2 Westfold Rider, turn 3 we have Stew the Conies, and then we're hoping to draw Plains soon to be able to play Bill. Let's see, they are some kind of green-red, alright, green-red-white. So not super worried, but definitely could give us some trouble. So we'd really like to draw Plains. It is the one we have most of, so hopefully we can get there. We are, what? It says 23%, but I don't know if that, yeah, that doesn't take into account the Shire Terrace as well, so really we're at like 26, almost 27% to get a white source. See what they do. We know they have the mountain. They play the mountain. Probably gonna, yeah. Okay. So it looks like they're gonna sack their food to lock down my Westfold Rider for a little bit. Not great for us, considering we don't have a follow-up play. Yeah, especially since we're not drawing the Plains. So we really want a Plains and not even the Shire Terrace next turn. Then we can slam Bill. Hey, we drew the Plains. All right, great. So we get Bill out. That gives us 2 food, so now we can... that amount of food will stabilize us for a little bit. We're not super threatened by their creatures. We would have been if we didn't draw the Plains, but... And if they do manage to kill Bill, then that's not great for us. But at least we've gotten out of our mana troubles, and then we have plays to make now that we got the Plains. And a little bit of padding on our life total. Alright, looks like they're still going for it. So I can block the Took Reaper, which is the natural block. It seems like they have something, right? Blocking the Shire Sheriff makes the most sense, just because then we can get back our Westfold Rider. I think I'm going to... If they have... I was going to say, I can wait so that if they do have some way to kill it, we can hold up Samwise. Yeah, since we have the padding to our life total, I don't want to risk Bill right now. They clearly have something. They wouldn't just swing a 2-1 into a 1-4. And yeah, if we block here and they 2-for-1 themselves, that's not terrible. But okay, so this is what they had. So they were basically fine trading just the Took Reaper and not 2-for-1ing themselves. So we do take 6, but now we have some padding to our life total here. Ooh, Hobbit Sting is nice. So we actually have 2 kill spells here. So we can do something. The only problem is it deals a damage equal to its power. So even though we can activate Bill to assign damage with its toughness, this doesn't care how it's assigning damage. It just looks at its power. So we could like kill the Took Reaper, but that's about it. But what we can do is Hobbit Sting the Shire Sheriff and then stew the Conies with the Westfold Rider. I do like that. I don't know that we want to do it at instant speed on their turn. I think we just want to go ahead and do it. So yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and do it. Want to kill the flyer, make another food. I don't want anything to go drastically wrong when if they have a removal spell, because say they kill this, swing, and then improvise club or something. Now we're at 2 life. So I don't want to swing for 1 damage, and right now I kind of need to keep as much food as I can to make sure that my life total doesn't dip too low. So yeah, now it doesn't seem like they have a good attack. And as long as they don't kill something now, okay, so they do have Hobbit Sting. I was gonna say, as long as they don't kill something now, we can hold up Samwise. But since they did kill it, so let's see. Only having 1 Plains is really killing us. I want to be able to hold up Samwise, but I think if we go ahead and get Frodo down next turn when we swing with Frodo, then oh, never mind. They can't block with the Took Reaper. I think now that we're leaving mana open to sack some food, I think we can go ahead and swing at least the once. And we'll sack one of the foods to deal some extra toughness. Or here, let's see. Yeah, let's see if they're going to block. Yeah, there we go. Because if they were going to block, then... There we go. And yeah, getting Frodo down now means that when we play these, it'll tempt again. So then we can actually start getting the loot. So maybe I should have actually held on to the forest. But I'll hold on to any extra lands now. Just because now I do have 4 mana up to be able to sack some of these if I need to. That's unfortunate. But okay. That means that this is probably going to be able to live. So they swing there. That's fine. We'll sack 1 food just to keep our life total a little high. They're down to 1 card in hand, so I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, it's Lembas. So that does draw them some cards, pad their life total, and shuffle back in, but... See, they kept it on top, so they like this card. Ooh. This is more mana efficient, and then they might kill this, which will open the way for that, so... Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to sack the food, just because I'd rather keep it to keep my life total high than deal 2 extra damage. Especially since they have Lembas now to gain themselves some life. Like we're not looking to end the game quickly anytime soon. We're in the middle part of the game where the game's just gonna kind of drag on a little bit. So all right, they had some bodies. We still have a good attack, or we still have a good block with the Took Reaper. Next turn we could hit for 7, but then we're leaving ourselves at a little bit of a risk because we would be sacking our food and we'd only have the 1 blocker. Ooh, that's nice. I think we will just swing here. And then play Meriadoc. And then we'll hold up Samwise and the sacking of food. So next turn, if they don't kill anything, or if they kill Bill, that's fine. But if they don't kill Eagles or Meriadoc, then we can play Landreval and swing with both of these. They both get in the air, and we start generating food every turn. So that'll be nice. So I don't mind sacking this for life right now, since we can probably generate more food in the next couple turns. And then, yeah, having Samwise up here is really nice, as long as they don't exile something, which a lot of their removal has been. So yeah, we'll go ahead and sack this just for life. Again, like we said, we're going to most likely be able to make some more here in a little bit. Ooh. That's also nice. If I cast, the only problem is because we're so choked on white mana, if I cast any of these, I can't hold up. If I cast any of these, I can't hold up Sam anymore. They didn't attack last turn, though, which makes me think I'm okay to just swing with Eagles, hold up Sam still. Arwen would be nice. If I cast Arwen and they go to kill anything, then... Here, we'll cast Arwen. Okay, no sticks, so that's pretty good. So now we have an indestructible blocker that we don't even need to do anything with. And then if they go to kill something else, we can pass it along to them for a turn. I haven't gotten to play with Arwen yet, but she seems really good. Because they pretty much need exile removal here, and even if they do, I can just, at least pass a benefit along to somebody else. So that's pretty strange. I guess they're doing it just to draw. So we're going to make the natural blocks like this. Actually, it's even better to do this and then there. So it seems like they did that just to get the draw off, which I don't think that's worth it. Sure, they got a ring tempt out of it, but they had to lose a 2-1 and a 1-1. I mean, I guess it wasn't doing much, but I don't know that it's worth drawing one extra card. All right, so their life total is still kind of padded, but we're kind of overwhelming them now with board presence. Okay, they do have Mary. All right. Ooh, March is nice. It's something we can play that doesn't require a plains. I think now, though, since we have Arwen to hold up, we don't need Sam. So we can just swing like this. Ooh, we could even swing here, use the food, and pass along with Arwen. I think I like that. So that gets flying. Make a food. That's fine. We get to kill both of them. Yeah, they don't want to block it, but yeah. So we get to kill both of them. So we go here and then target itself like that. So now if they kill something, that's fine. They would need like a spiteful banditry for me to be worried. But even then, we have an okay amount of follow-ups. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have spiteful banditry. They definitely would have cast it first. And I'm pretty sure we can just kill them next turn. Yeah, we give Bill flying, get the food from here, and then hit for like 11 in the air. So even with this food and another food, I think we had enough. This is not great, but fine. Yeah, this is one of those situations where we're probably just going to have to run out Sam on turn 2. Definitely not cycling Eagles. We already have 4 lands and 3 planes, so we need as many threats as we can keep. I don't know if we're going to want to block. Probably. Maybe. We don't get an attack in, but it does give us 1 creature count for Hobbit Sting. Yeah, I think we just flash it in and go for the block. Since at the moment we don't have much going on for creatures, I think we just want to keep the board as clear as we can. It is a little awkward just because we have both Hobbit Stings. But that's okay, so we can find a better target for Fog than that. They play like a Warg or something like that. If we don't draw any creatures here, we might just need to Fog that to make sure we don't die. Of course, we draw a land. So yeah, we're gonna Fog here just because we don't want to start. We don't want to take 6 and then potentially not have anything next turn, and then they just kill us once we play our Eagles. Yeah, this is a super awkward hand to have, especially drawing nothing but land. Yeah, they took our only threat, which is really not good for us. Yeah, of course we now we have all 3 of our removal spells that require a creature in play. So it's pretty wild that we have 17 creatures and we only drew 2 in the top 12. So there's still literally our deck is now over 50% creatures, which is pretty wild. Like there's more creatures than land in this deck right now. Okay, that's something. Now, all they need is literally any 3 mana or less removal spell for Shelob, and we're just dead. Actually, we're not dead. So as long as it's not Claim the Precious, if they have their own like Fog and the Barrow Downs, then we still can Stew the Conies, get twice the food because Shelob still hits it. So this might actually stabilize us a little bit if they have no real way of dealing with Shelob. They might just try to go even wider. Okay, well, they're not killing it this turn, which is fantastic for us. So now we get to make 2 food and kill something. Unless they have like a nasty end or some way to sack it in response. That would be pretty bad. I think the nice thing about Stew, though, is because we target our own creature, we still get to make the food token if they do fizzle it. But now they tapped out of that, so... yeah, we're taking a little bit of damage here, but we will... take care of this. And I mean, they know these 2 in our hand. Ooh, and the food from Stew the Conies will also increase our Hobbit Sting. So yeah, I think it's much more important for us to kill here. And then leave. If a creature die, draw a card whenever the ring tempts you. So we kind of have to sack a food now. Yeah. I mean, they know we have to sack a food, so. Oh, wow. Okay. So it does work that way. I didn't think it did. I don't know if that's a bug on Arena or if that's how it actually works. So that's interesting. So when Shelob makes the copy of the Took Reaper, it says when this creature dies, the ring tempts you. I thought that that meant that the food would not trigger because when you sacrifice a food, it isn't dying. Like, I don't know if food leaving or being sacrificed counts as it dying. I thought only like creatures and planeswalkers could die, but the way Arena just had it work is that it would count as dying, and so then the ring did tempt me. That's actually really nice, and especially with Faramir. Oh man, that's really nice. So now, okay, so they do get to kill it, which is not great for us. I think we can't block the 1/1, so we might as well chump the 3/2. Ooh, that was a really nice hit. So we get 2 bodies. And then we can sacrifice this food. I like keeping Faramir around now because we can get some extra value out of that. Anytime we tempt, we get a 1/1 basically. So if they kill any of these, we die. But if they give us any more turns, we can live. I mean, they know we have 2 Hobbit Stings, so yeah, we're basically trying to live by the skin of our teeth right now. Them being able to deal with Shelob was not great for us. The ring does tempt, but that's fine. We can block anything that they use to tempt. It is at 3, though. If they tempt one more time, then we're in a bit of trouble. Stalwarts is going to get bigger. So I think we have to block something, so we might as well block their ring bearer. We go to 1. This brings us to... we can play this. Use a Hobbit Sting. It'll only hit for 2. And then this puts us up to 5, so we can chump. Yeah, I think we have to do this. Because if they tempt one more time, and we have to block the Dunlin Kurbane now, I guess we'll have the Woes Pathfinder. Yeah, I think we just block here. Land is not what I wanted to see there. Let's see. So we can kill one of these. We could kill both. Leave the food behind and chump it. Let's see. We have to chump the Stalwarts anyway, because even if we kill one of these and gain the life, we're at 4. So we're gonna have to chump the Stalwarts. So then so we have to kill one of these. If we do have to kill one of these, I'd rather do it now. And then we can... there's no reason not to play that. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this game. I don't know that we have... Orcish Bowmasters, maybe, but... I don't know that we're... I guess Bill might stabilize us a little bit. Arwen would be really good. Just... oh, man. Yep. So Stalwarts... both Stalwarts are going to get another counter. I guess if we got Bill, then in theory we can... yep, they get to do the thing. If we get Bill, then we can use the Hobbit Sting to kill one of these. Yep. If we tempt in any way, yeah, I think maybe we just need to do the 1/1. How would we tempt? Frodo. And that's kind of like it. Took Reaper dying would do it, but it would have to die on our turn. No, actually, it wouldn't have to die on our turn, but it would need another creature in play. See, I don't think the tempt is really... I guess literally if we draw exactly Frodo. And if that's the case, then we'll have... we won't have this anymore anyway. Yeah, I think we do this on the off chance we can get Bill and then kill one of these. Actually, it'll only be able to deal 3. So yeah, never mind. We just lose. Yeah, that was a tough one. They went too wide too quick, and we just drew nothing but lands. And out of our 17 creatures, we only drew 2 in the top like 13 or 14 cards. So that's a little rough. It was maybe a sketchy opening hand to keep, but we had a creature to play, and we had 2 removal spells that we said, okay, as long as we get, you know, a couple lands, then we're okay. Ooh, this is also tough. We need a forest to play this. This isn't coming down for a while. And then we still need lands to play either of these. Now, Bowmasters can pick off an early play, maybe. And any land gets us to East Farthing Farmer. But it's going to be a minute till we can play any of these. They go first, so we get to draw. If we were on the play, definitely not. But I think since we were on the draw, we can afford to do it. So we'd really like a land for the next, like, 2 draws. So we hope they play an X1 here. Okay, they do. Okay, we do hit the land, which is really nice. I think we'll go ahead and just let them go. If they want to try to amass again, then we can... Whenever 2 or more creatures control attack a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and... Orcish Bowmasters, ping this. Gonna go ahead and just add, even though we could get this down for next turn, I think we just want to go ahead and add as many creatures we can to the board now. Next turn, we might not do the East Farthing Farmer. We'll see. Actually, we can do both now. So, ooh, or we could play Bill to really set up for a good East Farthing Farmer. We don't. That means we don't get to attack now, but yeah, I still think that's better. They're not attacking with 2 turns, so we're not really giving them a window yet to get some value out of this. Plus, next turn we're gonna do this to get a big attack in with something. All right, sure, they kill that. Honestly, they spent 5 mana to kill that, which probably wasn't going to get me much more value anyway, unless they're drawing extra cards somehow, which I don't see them doing anytime soon. Because this doesn't even draw them cards; they get to just put a card in their hand. So now we're actually and we draw the natural forest. That's super good. That's a halfling, but it'll do it afterwards. That's okay. If that's the case, then we'll just go here. Another one on this. And now we're attacking for 10. Actually 11, if we really want. We are going to target here, but I don't think there's a reason to sack a food to deal 1 extra damage. So we'll just hit for 11 there, or for 10 there, and say go. And yeah, I think they're pretty much dead. Sure, we can still activate its abilities, so these can still hit as 3/3s. They're just dead, right? Yeah, now they're just dead. I don't think they realized that this can still activate its abilities and it can target the East Farthing Farmers. So we just go ahead. Yeah, they're just dead. Even without that ability, they're just dead, right? They block a 2, they take 5. Yeah. All right, this, we go first, and we only have 1 of our colors. We can only play a Took Reaper. We need a Swamp for Orcish Bowmasters. The fact that we're going first, I would say this is not a very good hand. We have 1 play. Technically 2, but and this doesn't even really push this through for damage or anything like that. This is a pretty bad removal spell, and we need lands. I think we're just going to mulligan. This is a little better. We will keep, and I think we're just going to get rid of this. Once we get a plains, we'll have 4 mana to cast Bill, and we already have a turn 2 play to make, turn 3 play to make anyway, so I don't think we really need this. So yeah, this is much better. Hopefully we can get our March from the Black Gate rolling. Next turn, we'll actually be able to attack as a 4/4. And even if they kill it, we can get it rolling again, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Looks like they're going to be blue-black. Okay. So here's our Dunlin Kerbane. And that's it up to a 3/3. Attacks as a 4/4. So we've already got a pretty solid threat. And this kind of deck can answer it on 4 with the put a permanent second from the top. I don't know that they have that card or they're going to use it there. Ooh, Horn of Gondor is pretty bad for us. We do have the planes, which is nice. Yeah, we're going to have to just push as much damage through as we can, as quickly as we can. So if they don't block here, if they do block here, now they have to get another human before they can activate this. So that was actually really good for us. Okay, so they do have a human, but they can't activate this quite yet. And again, they're running into the issue of if they block with this, now they're down a human again. I think we're going to go ahead and East Farthing Farmer the Dunlin Kerbane. So it goes up to a 6/6. Yep, they block it, but now they have no more humans. Okay, so they do give it Death Touch. So they take care of our mass token, which isn't great for us. But we're still... I should have sacked one to hit them for another 3. They'd be at 7. So that was a mistake on my part. But that's okay. It might cost us. We'll see. But again, they need another human before they can start activating Horn of Gondor. So them honestly not taking the extra damage was a big win for us. Okay, so we can't gain life, but we're not really under pressure, so I'm not worried about that. I'd rather just use Bill the Pony to push through damage. So yeah, it is a big bummer they're not at 7. But that's okay. So here, I think we just swing, and if they want to like triple block the East Farthing Farmer, then that's fine. They do have a human now, so they can start activating Horn of Gondor. That's fine. Oh, yeah, now they're going to be able to activate Horn of Gondor. This might end up biting us in the butt, not having them at 7. They'd be at 6 right now. Oh, wow. They are really waiting to activate this Horn of Gondor. I mean, I guess this added another human anyway, so it essentially did the same thing, but... Ooh, Frodo Baggins. Does that change anything? It means we can make it so that the East Farthing Farmer can't be blocked by Faramir, but I don't know that that changes much. Must be blocked if able. All that's going to do is make him block with the Horn of Gondor 1/1s. I'm going to attack with Bill, because if they want to lose Faramir, then I'm fine with that. It looks like they're just going to gain some life. Block here, and that's it. That's fine. Now Sam will trigger Double Tempt, which we can actually surprise them with next turn. So yeah, they're going to start activating Horn of Gondor, which is really bad for us. But what we can do is, if they want to start blocking with Grima Wormtongue still on the East Farthing Farmer, well, the problem is we can't have them block and then double tempt. We have to double tempt before the block because that's when the trigger goes off. So this is going to be tough to navigate. But we do get a double tempt off of this, which is nice. Saruman of many colors. Ward, discard an enchantment instant source card. Whenever you cast sex spell each turn, each opponent mills 2 cards. When one or more cards are milled this way, exile target enchantment instant or source card. That's actually okay with us because we have mostly creatures. Although they could hit like one of our removal spells, which would be really bad. They are really waiting to activate this Horn of Gondor, and they're probably not going to cast a second spell anytime soon. Oh, that is nice. However, so do we? Yeah, I think we can do this now. Force them to block with the Green Wormtongue if we put it on Frodo Baggins. And we get to, yeah, I like that. So the ring tempts us twice. Now we attack here and here. And we can even attack here, because they have to block here if able, which means that Bill has to be blocked by either Faramir or Saruman. We'll get rid of this forest, which we don't need. So now they're either taking 4 from Bill, or they're trading with Saruman, which I'm totally fine with, or they're chumping with Faramir. So they're going to have to sack Grima here. And if they chump with Faramir, then that's another... Yeah, so they're just losing Saruman. That's fine. Or they are taking 4. They're not going to be able to cast... Unless they get a card draw spell, they're not going to be able to cast 2 spells a turn anyway, so... So yeah, they should be at 3 less life right now. They should be at 8. We goofed there. But that's okay. So that's nice. They have to sack that. That is 1 less human they get to make with that. And then next turn we can drop Landreval and get in the air with like Samwise. They can bring back this to scry or play whatever they have in their hand. Looks like they're going to scry. It is not a human, so that's good for us. Yeah, it looks like now we're going to be able to just beat them in the air. We can keep their human count low because they have to block Frodo. Unless they have a 1-mana removal spell here. Oh, they could have a Lash. If they have a Lash for Frodo, that's pretty bad. Yeah, so they do have a Lash. Not good for us, but we can still beat them in the air before it really matters. If we draw a Plains here, we still can't double spell. They get to draw a card. Not good for us. Ooh, Arwen. I think we just play this. And get in like this. Get this flying. Hit for 3. And now they are dead. They don't know it, but they're dead next turn to Arwen activate Pump in the air. They did that after their draw, not ahead of their draw, so I think that was a mistake. They should, if they wanted to do that, they should have put a stop so that they could have scried before their draw. If they do kill Landreval, that's not good for us, but we're still chipping away in the air. Yeah, okay, so they have another Lash. We do have a Hobbit Sting, but they are making a lot of humans now, so not great. Lash was pretty bad for us there. That's okay though. We can play Arwen. And then we, I think, are free to just swing. If they don't block with Faramir, then they're basically chump trade and then they're down to 2. And then we still have Arwen to activate. And we have Hobbit Sting to kill Faramir. Is it? I don't think it's worth it to use up Arwen just yet. So I think we're just going to kill here. And hold up Arwen. Because they're at a point now where they pretty much have to... Oh, that's totally fine. I'll pay the 2 life. I have a ton of life to work with here. I'll just pay the 2 life for a while. Not great. They can't activate that yet, though, so it is tapped. That would have been a reason to hold on to the thing. That would have been a good reason to hold on to the Hobbit Sting. So yeah, we'll pay the 2 life. Yes. Ooh, that's nice. Make a food. I don't think they're gonna be making 2 more humans. They can just start chumping, but that's okay. As long as we hold Arwen up, we are only losing 1, or we're actually gaining 1 life a turn because we get to make food here and we only lose 2 life there. So we're making food a turn, but losing 2 life a turn. Yeah, we really need some way to kill them. We know we have 1 Westfold Rider on the bottom, I think, right? Unless we had our... Yeah, we don't have a Shire Terrace or anything like that. So if we can get our second Westfold Rider, we can just kill Horn of Gondor and then eventually get them out. Stew the Conies is still available to kill Rangers to give us back the Flyer. So that's fine. Go ahead and gain some life. Again, they didn't leave up enough, or they already activated Horn, so resolve. I will pay the 2. A land is not what we want to see, and we don't have a Ring Bearer, so we can't just exile. That's fine, we'll just do this. Make food. That's fine. So again, right now they're generating 2, but then having to use 2 essentially. They do have the Haunt now as a way to chump block, so that'll get them over the initial hump of having to block with 2 of these humans and then make 2 humans. We'll leave 1 food just in case. That's fine. Pay the 2. I really don't want to see any more lands, which is unfortunate because we have, what, 21 cards. We're pretty low on chance to do that, but make a food. It's a bit strange, but okay. I guess now they can threaten both of them, essentially. Yeah, Rangers of Athelion is pretty messed up. We really need to stew the Conies. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and use this here. Gain 3 life there, which is nice. Yeah, now they get to just do that. I don't even know if we have, like, again, sure we can kill Horn if we get Westfold Rider like this turn, but besides that, I guess I don't know that we have a way to Eagles. Okay, Eagles will get us there. Or if we can or again, stew the Conies, if we can kill Rangers, we get our Flyer back. Or Hobbit Sting. So yeah, we pretty much need Hobbit Sting and or stew the Conies to kill the Rangers. Or get Eagle to get a nice attack in and also to get a flying threat. Do we have a Sam's Desperate Rescue? Did we include one? I don't think we did. We did not. Just block one of these. I guess I should have just blocked the Rangers. I don't know that there's a reason to keep Arwen around anymore. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to keep Arwen around anymore. Although right now, again, yes, I'll pay the 2 life. Ooh, Orcish Medicine is actually really nice. So now we have an indestructible trick still, which is nice. So if they go for like a big triple block or something like that, then we get to eat a bunch of their stuff. They just go for a simple whatever. We're gaining like 6 life a turn now. So yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for the triple block, which is really nice. And then we just give this indestructible, eat 3 of their things, which sets them back even more on the Horn of Gondor. Now they're still making 5 a turn, which isn't great for us, but yeah, next turn, if they swing with Rangers, then I think we're just going to chump with Arwen. Oh my goodness, they get to scry like 5 times. That's terrible for us. They scry 1 5 times, but still, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, we needed our Westfold Rider like for our second Westfold Rider like forever ago. And they get to pass the tempting around wherever they want. Yeah, so. Yep. Like I said, this is going to be a tough one to get out of. We really need a removal spell on the Rangers. What are they splashing white for? Oh, okay, yeah. They have Saruman, Faramir, Samwise. Yeah. They just have the one planes. We do need our answer pretty quickly, just because otherwise next turn they're going to go wide enough that I think they can actually start killing us. She's not doing much, so yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and let them exile that. Shelob is a hit. They might not realize it doesn't have reach, and they might. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and get us here. Yeah, I mean, Horn of Gondor is just messed up. Really, as soon as they played Horn of Gondor, they should have just waited. And then, like, they shouldn't have gotten rid of the human right away. They should have just activated it 5 turns in a row, and the game would have been over a long time ago. But it's also tough because we can block. Okay. I was going to say, if they swing with Rangers, I'm happy with that. Even if they just swing like this, they're really only dealing... Because I get to block 2 for free, but then I cancel out another 3, so they're really only dealing an extra 4 to me. I don't want to use this up just yet. Like, at this point, the number of humans they have doesn't really matter. It's so much that knocking it down by 1 more won't make a difference. We do have the Westfold Rider to take out Horn. So that is something. They do have a lot of humans, though. So I have 3 blockers, 2, 3. They hit me with 18 creatures, but I gain 3. Wow, they have Faramir as well. Yeah, they have some busted rares. Horn of Gondor and Faramir. So let's see. Yeah, they are pretty much killing us. Again, I don't think this makes it 15, 16, 17, but we gain 3. So yeah, I mean it won't really make a difference. Oh, and we lose the 3. I forgot they tempted all the way up to 4. So we did not attack, so they draw a card. Yeah, they're not low enough yet to. Okay. I still won't make a difference. They have to block it, which is nice. But then they're going to make 3 more humans. Five. We're up to 11. But then we're only blocking 3, so yeah. Yeah, they got us. Close game. But yeah, we didn't see our answer for the Horn of Gondor for way too many turns. And then, yeah, we just couldn't kill Range of Athelion to get our bird back. Yeah, I think we were maybe a little bit too quick to, yeah, they got us. We were maybe a little too quick to use the Hobbit Sting on Faramir, but it was drawing them extra cards, and so I was just like, all right, well, I don't want them to draw extra cards, but maybe we should have waited a little bit longer, and then once they played Rangers, we could have gotten our bird back. See if we can make it through the home stretch of the next 4 games. This is okay. It's not great. They do go first. We are a little low on threats again, but we do have a turn 2 play into a. We can at least hit for 2 once it attacks. We're not going to cycle away. We already have 4 of our lands. So they'll get a swing in. Let's see what they do. If they just swing, we're okay. If they don't swing, then it'll be tricky. If they don't swing, I can make it a 2, pump it up to 3 when it swings. Is that good enough? They left mana up, which is a little weird. They could have their own Stew the Conies. It's weird because, right, we have 2 plays to make, and one we have to do before combat if we want to make it, and the other we want to do after combat. So, like, it would be pretty awkward if we swing with this, let it go up, they don't block, it goes through, and then we want to play East Far. I guess we can still hold up Stew the Conies. So, yeah, maybe we just do this. Looks like they're going to go for the block. Ooh, do we get blown out here? Because if we don't use this now, if we use this now and we get blown out, that sucks. If we don't use it now and then we just play this afterwards, I guess that's still fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. We have like 1 or 2 other amasses, so. Okay, they must be missing a color then. Because they are just not playing anything. Yeah, they're missing something. Alright, well, we're just going to play our stuff out, and hopefully they stay screwed on whatever. Oh, there's the black. Alright, not great for us, because now they most certainly have, like, Lash that they can... Ooh, Oathbreakers, that's pretty bad. That's fine. We just slapping Eagles down and bash in for a good bit. Bash in for 7. Can't even use Stew the Conies on it, but that's okay. We can get Woe's Pathfinder down next turn, and then leave up Stew the Conies, and the following turn we can have this activation. So they kind of have to start blocking with that soon. Ooh, we can even Orcish Bowmasters. That's pretty nice. Can we do all three? Yes, we can. All right, so we'll go ahead and just play this out. Then let's go ahead and do this. Give this flying. And if they don't actually block, then we just... Yeah, so they do that. That's fine. And then we can actually target it with Orcish Bowmasters. Leave up Stew the Conies. Yeah, I think they were screwed just long enough on black mana for us to get there. We have 2 lethal flyers in the air. We have another. Okay. Like I said, though, we have 2 lethal flyers in the air. And even if we don't, we swing with everything else, and we have the Woe's Pathfinder activation to give something trample. Because we can jump, if they can't kill the Horizon Witness, Landreval, then we can jump something else in the air. I'm just going to target the Eagles. That way, if they do have some response here, they kill the Eagles, not Landreval. And then they're tapped out, and then we should win from there. Okay, so they bounce Landreval. That's still... Okay, so then it doesn't jump anything in the air, but this is already tapped down. Oh, okay, but then that got bigger. That's fine. I think we still just win, right? We go, hey, swing here. They have to block. And then we just give it trample. And hit him for Xaxes. There we go. This seems okay. We can't play March, but we can play everything else. Yeah, seems like a keep. Two drops, and then Arwen as a follow-up. Hobbit Sting, good removal spell. Took Reaper. If that's the case, I think we just play out Meriadoc. Kingfisher is fine. No blocks. I don't really want to trade that off just yet. Arwen's indestructible. I don't really want to just get a food though, so we'll just wait. She should be safe from most things. We may need to use this Hobbit Sting. Okay, so we do get that. That's nice. We may need to use the Hobbit Sting on the flyer eventually. They do have a bunch of mana up, but it could just be because they're low on colors of mana. This only does legendary spells, so if they don't have a creature for it, then yeah, basically they can only have a white trick here. I don't want to cast anything just yet, so I think we... I don't know if I want to trade my Meriadoc for their Took Reaper. We have a second one, right? Did we run both of them? Oh, it doesn't want to show me. I don't remember if we were running the second one, so let's just go ahead and swing. They want to trade their 2-1 for my 2-2. That's okay. There is an onboard trick here of Arwen, but I don't think we quite want to do that yet, so I think we'll just trade the top. I think we were running the second one. I'm not sure though. And if that's the case, then we're fine there. We'll just go ahead and develop our board. We're going to hold off on the Hobbit Sting. We're low on removal, so I don't want to fire it off too early. Yeah, now they can loot, but then they're not blocking with it. And if they play like Saruman here, the blue one, then we can Hobbit Sting it and pay the ward too. And then bash for 7. So we'll see what they do. Working towards Shelob and Eagles right now. Don't know if this is gonna... Okay, so they do nothing, which again is really suspicious. This isn't letting me look at whatever is in my deck for whatever reason. So, okay, I don't think there's any reason not to just swing. If they have like Gandalf, the 4-mana flash Gandalf, we can just kill that before they go to blocks. They're just taking a ton of damage. Or now they're waiting for me to do something. I don't know. Soothing of Smeagol. I mean, that's... Ooh, okay, so now we have a choice. We can go ahead and use her ability. And then she's going to bounce to our hand. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's push it here. Okay. And now play it again. So now we get to activate her ability twice. That's nice of them. It's really weird that they bounced that. Maybe just because it's like a lot of mana. The most mana between these two. I don't know why they wouldn't just bounce this. Now we got to hand out another counter and a lifelink counter. And now we got to replay her and hold up the indestructible. So yeah, I think that was a strange play. I don't know if they're doing this just to get more mana or to tempt again. Okay. Yeah, we'll take one more hit from this, and then we can kill it next turn if we need to. I don't want to start taking too many hits from that. The nice part is, though, we can gain... We're still gaining 3 life a turn now, or more life a turn, because it's going to get bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's really nice for us. So we get to... Oh, wow. We get to... If we kill there, how much are we doing? So we can play this and pump for 2. So right now this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're 1 mana shy of... We're 1 mana shy of killing them. Because we would have to blow this up, play this, pump for 2, and then pump for another 2. Actually, then... okay. So I think what we're going to do instead is just play this. They have no real... I think we do it here. Now, they have no good blocks, right? But they have to block something. Yeah, they block there. And we just go ahead and do this. So they take 9, they lose that, and we gain 8. Say up to 25. Yeah, or actually, we give her lifelink too. We just gained so much life. Yeah, that was gross. I think they're in trouble. The fact that they gave us an extra activation of Arwen was not advised. Yeah. I don't know what they were so choked up. They had plenty of mana and they just weren't casting anything. I don't know if it's because they were trying to hold up like interaction. Yeah, this hand's like perfect. We have two good 2-drops. We have all of our mana plus extra fixing and turn 3 play. So I'd like to draw like almost literally no more mana for the next like 6 turns. But for right now, this is fine. With Shire Terrace, we'll be able to thin it a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get marched down as soon as we can. Now this wants to work. Do we have 2 Mariodocs? We only included 1. Okay, I think we pulled 2, but for whatever reason we only have 1. Wow, so they were really aggressive on that, but that's fine. We can go ahead and Arwen, I think. It's just more mana efficient. And it's indestructible. It can't block, but that's fine. It's more mana efficient. Then next turn we can... Actually, we can't double spell at all because we only have the 1 white. But what we can do is play Shire Terrace, play Frodo or Westfold Rider, and then go get the other one. Or we just play Bill. Bill can block the 1/1, which is nice. But I still have the same problem next turn then, so I think we do this. Plus, this means that Bill gets us another tempt, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then leave this up to get another white. Because, yeah, if we played Bill right now, we'd have the same problem next turn where we could still only play 1 thing. Whereas now, next turn, we could play both of these. That's fine. Probably not going to attack. Yeah, there we go. And this way, we thin our deck a little bit of lands because we, like I said, we don't want to draw any more of those. So let's get a Plains. Now we have Mariodoc Brandybuck, which is nice. It's really nice, too, because they have to block with the 1/1 here. And we'll get a food, which is pretty sweet. We still want Frodo as our ring bearer, right? Yeah, I think so. There's still no reason not to do this. Ooh, actually... No, we don't want to do that yet. We want to play Bill so that it pumps for even more. Ooh, now... As much as now it's like, oh, we're not playing Westfold Rider, I think we still just discard Westfold Rider. Yeah, they have to block there. So next turn, we get to... If we draw a land, we can Shelob. If we don't, we can just play Bill and keep attacking with Frodo. We actually should get close to full tempt here if Frodo sticks around. And we just get to make free like food every turn, which is nice. That is bad for us. Now we cannot hit them. It also says sacrifice it, right? So yeah, so that's unfortunate. We need our Fog of the Spirit thing there. Yeah, I think we still tempt here. No attacks, though. So now what we need to do is... Oh, man. But so, yeah, I was going to say if we can play Bill, pump this up, play Bill, and then go ahead and, like, pump this up with East Farthing Farmer, then we can get it to a point where, like, they would, quote-unquote, have to block it with Witch King if it's there, and then they have to sack it. But the problem is they would be able to just block with this instead. But that's still fine, right? We can still... It's tricky. Yeah, I don't know that there's a super easy way out of this one for us. Oh my goodness. What is their deck? What is their deck? If I do this, it pumps it for 4, which means they have to block it with the Kirith Ungol Patrol, unless they use it to sack something, and then I lose Frodo. But if that means I trade with either Witch King or Shelob, which I'm totally fine with. That's fine. We lose the Dunlin Kerbane. So if they move to blocks, then they have to block with Curious Uncle Patrol. Otherwise, actually no, they don't even have the mana to activate it. So yeah, they have to block with Curious Uncle Patrol, which is nice. They sack that. We at least get that off the board, and then we're not dead quite yet. And Witch King says that I have to sack a creature that dealt damage. So if we can just swing with a bunch of stuff, then that's okay. We just sack one of these other things that hits. We don't have Arwen active right now to protect like Shelob, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. They would need something with 4 mana or less to be able to target it. So if we do get a turn here in a second and they don't kill Shelob, then we can swing with everything. That way we only have to sack one of our creatures, and then we can use Arwen to give something lifelink and indestructible for a turn. And then we're only sacking one thing. Yeah, Witch King is really messed up. The fact that they got Witch King and Shelob, yeah, it's pretty bad. So that would have been one reason not to do that play last turn quite yet was, oh wow, now they get 2 food. Oh, it's legendary. So they had to get rid of it. That's funny. So we can still make our play. It's just a lot less impactful now. So yeah, we're still going to make our play. It's a lot less impactful, but it is what it is. We got to find some way around this. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Make a food. We'll loot. We'll get rid of this. Ooh, we also have that to... Oh no, because that's not the one that's dealing the damage. So what we'll do here is... yeah, we'll do this. And right now we're dealing 3... Let's see, how much can we do, right? We can deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, another 3. I mean, we can kill them next turn, I believe. Except we have to sack something. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do this. We'll say, hey. We'll go ahead and do this just to gain 3 extra life. Or it's the same thing, but I guess it's the same thing as gaining 3 life off of food. Oh, if this gave Death Touch, that would be so nice right now. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess, okay, so let's do this. Yeah, we'll target here. It's gaining 3 life off the food, but I don't have to spend the mana. So it's nice, because now I can, 1, 2, 3, I can sack 3 of these foods to get another 3. So they're taking a lot of damage here. So yeah, sure, we'll sack the farmer. They're at 7. They lose another 3. Go to 4. And now they're just dead next turn, unless they can kill Frodo. And we are not dead to them, because we can sack a bunch of food and we can also have a blocker here. So I think they're just dead to Frodo next turn, unless they can kill him. Alright, so they do have the removal there, but I think we still have the win. Okay, no, they can gain... I need something to tempt, which I don't think we have a ton of, right? I would need to play this and have it die. Oh, if I get Samwise. If I get Samwise, then we win on the spot. If they swing with Witch King, and I get Landreval, then I can win on the spot. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sack... We'll sack some of it. Samwise. Okay, so we should win here, right? So, no, we won't win because they do have the food. Except we can... They would need a way to kill Bill the Pony with green and black. Is there a way to do that? I don't think so. So we do this. Because they're going to go up to 7, but they're going to lose to Bill. Right, there's no way they can... I don't think there's a way that they can do that. Yeah. Next. They can't block. Make him deal 5. And then you lose 3. So even if you go up to 7... Hey, we got there. Ooh, that was a tough one. Man, Witch King and Shelob. That was really tough. All right, this seems like a perfectly serviceable opening hand. We do go first. We'll lead off on the white in case we draw like Frodo for turn 2. I don't think we need to cycle just yet, especially now that we drew a 4th land. I think we just say go. Alright, so they go for Battlescarred Goblin. We can go ahead and do this. Tempt. And then if they go for a block, we can Orcish Medicine. They do not, so we say, okay, that's fine. And say go. Trebuchet is rough. Fog doesn't really do anything for that. Yeah. Ooh, Shelob. So we still have a play here. They're just going to keep taking it, so that's fine. So instead what we do maybe is we can give this lifelink and then go ahead and Hobbit Sting. But again, I don't know that I want to use all that up quite yet. I can't keep taking 4 though, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do, hey, this gets lifelink. Hobbit Sting here. And now we've at least slowed them down a little bit. I'm sure they have more amass. We can fog the first amass stack they get going. Ooh, Fire Inscription, okay. Sure. Ooh, now we can do this. And I think at this point we might need to cycle the Eagles just to try to get Shelob down. I don't want to activate Arwen just yet, so yeah, I think we're going to cycle and play the Plains. No attacks. So we can hold up the Arwen activation and see where to go from there. If we get a land, we can slam Shelob. Hopefully they don't have a like a Lash or something like that. Ooh, Frodo Baggins. Frodo Baggins. I'm actually fine with just fogging this now. We can leave up the Arwen activation, so if they go for some kind of removal spell. Because right now they don't have any creatures, so we're fine to just say, okay, fine. We can start racing. We still have Arwen to give Indestructible and Lifelink. So yeah, if we just hold this up until they blink, then I think we're good. Next turn we can Frodo and then and still hold up the activation. Alright, we can't really blink. Like, if we attack now, then they get to... Ooh, Orcish Bowmasters is so good here. I think we... Yeah. I don't think there's a reason to do it. I don't want to give them the opportunity to block with the Dunlin Kerbane, so I think we just go ahead and do it now. Pick off the Dunlin Kerbane. Let them do what they're going to do. If they nasty end here, that's great for us. Improvised club, they go straight to the face. That's okay. We have sneaky lifelink here with Arwen, so I don't think there's really... Okay, so we don't get the amass. That's actually interesting. If we target something that goes away, we didn't get the amass. That's very interesting. Is there a reason to put it on anybody but Frodo? I don't really want to loot right now, so actually no. And we'll just swing with these two. And if they go for the block, then we gain a ton of life. I don't think they can kill us this turn. I guess they could have like improvised club, swing, deal 2. Yeah, if they have like double improvised club, then we're in trouble. But they would have to have triple improvised club in the top 15. They have their own Orcish Bowmasters, okay. I think that's fine. Right? Indestructible won't stop that. Now, though, attacking with Frodo feels pretty bad. So that's fine. And then amass Orcs 1. I don't know what the holdup is. What was like being decided there? They only have one army, right? Yeah. So again, even if they have one improvised club here, then we're not dead. But if they have improvised club in any other spell, we're dead. So I think we just block here. We have the lifelink here. So yeah, like I said, they would have to have double improvised club here to kill us. They've got the first one. If they have double improvised club, I don't know that we were going to be able to beat that. I guess we should have done that then. Or even if they have Ranger's guide here. They don't. Draw. We do have Shelob, which is nice. Except at this point, I think it's better to activate Arwen and get the lifelink chunk. They have to block. They do have to block there. Or I could just not attack with Frodo. But then, so basically if I attack with Frodo, they get to amass 1 and deal 1 to me. But then... and that pushes that to 4. They're going to hit me for 2 next turn, but I'm about to gain 6 life, up to 10. But if I attack with Frodo, I have no blockers. Yeah, I think we just do this. They actually might be scared because all I need is any kind of pump spell. Yeah, all I need is any kind of pump spell and they're dead if they don't block. So I think they might be scared enough to block. I kind of have to do this to gain the life. Go to 1, and then say go. And now we're not dead to another improvised club. Not quite. But if they would have to have peeled it off the top this turn because they didn't have it last turn. And now they are, if they don't have anything else right now, they are dead to just me attacking. So there's Troll. So now if I attack, they get to amass 1 and ping something for 1. And yeah, I gain 6, but I'm going to... they lose their Orcish Bowmasters, but I'm going to lose... they lose their Orcish Bowmasters, but then they have both of these. And I can't block this one. And then if they had like Lash, they sack this, kill that, deal 9. 10, 11. I'm at 16. And I have a Shelob. Well, no, the Shelob would be dead if they have like a Lash. I don't know if it's better if I just play Shelob. I can't just attack with these. I think that's what I do. I just attack with Frodo. They get to do their thing. They have to block with the Orcish Bowmasters. So next, swing here. Yep. We'll get rid of the rockets. Actually, get rid of the land, right? The land doesn't help us at all anymore. This is still like draw a card if we need it to be. Yep, you get to amass and deal 1 damage. Yep. And then we play Shelob. Now we have triple blocks there. Still keep it there. Now we have triple blocks on the Troll. Even if they have some kind of removal spell and get in with the Troll, that's not enough. They would need to have a removal spell and another spell. That's fine. So now we can attack here and don't have to worry about that. And actually, they're just dead to Frodo now next turn, right? This can't block, and it's the only thing that can block Frodo. So we just have them dead. Yeah, unless they have a way to kill Frodo, they're just dead next turn. I don't think they can kill us this turn. Not anymore. Actually, if they do have an improvised club. If they do have an improvised club, then they win. Oh, they don't. Ah, we got there. All right. Whew, that was a tough last game, but we managed to get there. Yeah, I wouldn't say this deck was a clear, easy, slam dunk home run deck that was easily going to get there, but it did have a lot of strong cards. So that's nice. Let's take a look at another look at the deck. Arwen was definitely a... oh, no, we didn't mean to get rid of her. I was trying to drag her up to the picture here. So Arwen was definitely an MVP in that deck. Obviously, some other cards pulled some weight, but Arwen was just fantastic. Being able to have an indestructible creature naturally, but then when we need to move it somewhere and gain a ton of life, the fact that the other creature gets a lifelink counter and Arwen gets a lifelink counter was huge. So yeah, let's take a look at the deck again. Plenty of turn 2 plays, so we weren't getting run over. We didn't really see any red-white super aggro decks or anything, I don't think. But we had plenty of turn 2 plays to take care of those we needed to. Orcish Bowmasters picked off a couple things. It didn't really need to do much more than that. You know, it didn't need to go off on an opponent drawing like tons of cards. Picking off one thing and giving you 2 bodies for 2 mana is like really nice. Frodo was great. Arwen was great. Yeah, Bill is always fantastic. Shelob is just a huge creature that can give us a ton of food. And we didn't have a ton of removal, but we had double Hobbit Sting was nice, and the same as Stu the Conies, instant speed removal. I think we could have maybe held, because we didn't have a ton of removal, we could have held on to some of them a little longer. And some of our losses that might have helped us get there, but in the end we managed to get there. So yeah, this was the deck, and we'll go ahead and make sure we record that. And yeah, we made it to day 2, and tomorrow we'll hopefully get some good cards in the draft.